Namaste and welcome to today's class. My name is Maura, and I hope you'll join me today in opening your heart in this gentle flow. If it feels good to you, you can take a block or a pillow underneath you to raise your hips up and allow your knees to come down a little bit farther. If today you're needing a little more energy, perhaps your palms are open towards the sky, or if you're needing more grounding, the palms can come resting, pressing down into your lap gently. Today's focus will be on the heart and opening the heart area. And that heart area is both in front of the body and behind the body and to either side. We are experiencing many changes on a daily basis, internally and externally, and it can be easy for us to shut our heart down, sometimes without even knowing it. And so when we come to the mat and we practice moving the body and we use the breath, we allow the subtle changes to happen within our system. So with our postures today, we will focus mainly on allowing any sensation that comes up, and it might come in the form of emotions or simple peace. Whatever it is available and allowed. So let's begin by grounding ourselves, and if it's safe and available, close your eyes. If not, just lower your gaze to the tip of your mat. We're going to take 3 breaths together with the sound of the bell. When you hear the bell, a gentle breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Beginning now. And after you've exhaled a 3rd time, noticing what it felt like to hear sound and associate it with your breath. As we begin to take an inventory of the mind, just like a weather report, noticing if the thoughts are fast or slow, if they're attached to the past, or if they're eager for the future. And letting those steady stream of thoughts to float through without judging them. Now bringing the attention to your hearing. Noticing the sounds in the room. And then allowing your hearing to expand, reaching for a sound that comes outside of your space. And then expanding ever greater as far as you can reach. Breathing gently in and out through the nose. Taking an inhale, blow it out through the mouth, and then begin to contract your hearing, pulling it closer to you, until at last it's back in this present moment, right here, right now. Noticing any shifts or changes in your body. And now we'll begin a body scan, simply paying attention to each area of the body that's mentioned, being aware of what's there. Starting with the forehead. Notice if you're squinching your brow, squeezing it, or if perhaps you can soften the muscles. Now moving to the eyes and the muscles behind the eyes. Allowing all of those muscles to relax. There's nothing to see externally. It might even feel like a sensation of a deep exhale coming from the lids of your eyes. Moving into the cheeks and the jaw. Maybe you'd like to gently separate your teeth, wiggle your jaw side to side, open and close your mouth, and exaggerate a smile. And then coming back to neutral, swallow to feel your throat. Pulling the breath up from the belly, inhale. Exhale out through the mouth, perhaps making a sound. Bringing the attention to the base of your skull and allowing it to slide down both shoulders, down both arms to the elbows, to the wrists, to the fingertips. Making a fist with both hands, squeeze tightly as you inhale. And then exhale as you release your fingers, opening the palms. The attention now comes to the base of your throat and slides down your chest to your lungs, down into the heart, the ribs, the belly, and splitting to find both hip bones. Now sending the attention to the tops of your thighs, the backs of your thighs, your knees, down your shins, your calf muscles, all the way down to your toes. Recognizing the full presence of your physical vessel. Noticing if anything has changed or shifted. Breathe in deeply. And then exhale. Bringing your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your belly. Noticing the space between heart and belly and the space between head and heart. And maybe even using your imagination to visualize a cord or a ribbon or a rope, a color of your choice, that connects the head to the heart and the heart down to the belly. And maybe that is not as easy as you'd like it to be, and seeing if you can release the judgment that you're doing something wrong, that it's not available to you. And allowing your breath to be steady, in and out. And now deepening that breath, allowing the breath in the belly to rise like a balloon into your hand. And exhaling it out as the belly falls. Again, belly rises on the inhale, and the belly falls on the exhale. Feeling ever deeper into the presence of your body, continuing that breath. And maybe even noticing if you're generating heat from the belly and it's moving up towards your chest, towards your heart space. And on the next inhale, saying in your mind, I surrender. And on the exhale, I release. Repeating that in the mind. On the inhale, I surrender. On the exhale, I release. And as you repeat the phrase in your mind, connecting it into the heart space. And knowing that even if you're saying the words, you don't have to attach what it means. You don't have to know what you're surrendering to. You don't have to know what you're releasing. Willingness is the first step to create space for what is to come. Two more times, just gentle, steady, and slow. Now sliding the right hand up to cover the left hand, feeling a little more pressure on your chest in the heart space in the center of your body. And as if you're holding the most precious, precious gem, see where you can soften the body, if it's the shoulders or the back. And as you come to this practice today, setting your intention right here, right now. What is it you most need? What would you like to experience? And breathe that into your heart. And exhale any expectation of if, when, and how it will come to pass. Very slowly peeling the right hand back to the lap, the left hand back to the other knee, and feeling the openness now. There is no armor, there is nothing covering the heart, fully open. After your next breath, very slowly fluttering the eyes open to allow light to come back in, to come back into the space of the room. And if it feels okay, to gently lean forward and take the block or blanket or pillow out from underneath you. Changing the cross of your legs, allowing the hands to either come flat or the fingertips to come to the ground, and just lifting yourself up from the spine. Exhale to remain here. Again, inhale, lifting up a little higher. And exhale to remain. And then relaxing the arms, finding some movement in the wrists, letting the fingers flow, a bit like a jellyfish. Knowing that there's an expansion and contraction with the jellyfish as well, but it's quite open and transparent. And then inhaling both arms up, looking above you. Exhale, bring the hands down to your sides. Inhale, lift them up, reach up. Exhale, bringing them down. Last time. And each time you do this, really feel into the center of your chest, the back of your chest. Now as we inhale, lift the arms up, and as we exhale, bring the left hand behind you, right hand to your opposite knee. Inhale, lift tall with the spine, and exhale, twist and look over your shoulder. 2 more times, breathing in, growing tall, and exhaling to twist. As you inhale, slowly return to center, bring the arms up high, and then exhale, twist to the opposite side. Finding that extension in the spine, inhale, and twist. 2 more just like that. Inhale, come forward, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the palms together and slowly moving down through the center line of your body, finding your chest again, thumb pressed into the sternum, slowly lowering the eyes, honoring head to heart. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, just leaning the arms forward, pressing them down on the floor, on the mat, letting the forehead come down, chin to chest. During our yoga practice, we are going inward. It's a work in as much as it's a work out. So finding the places where you can soften and find stillness. Sinking deeper, maybe onto the forearms, letting the head get heavy or shaking it. Yes and no. And bringing your attention to the back of your heart. And just like you felt the warmth from your belly up to the front of your heart, see if you can send that warmth to the back of your ribs, either side of the spine, untangling any knots. And as you inhale, slowly lifting the head up first, coming onto fingertips, and then sliding your arms around behind you. The palms can face down, fingertips towards the back of your body. But instead of fully lifting the head up, keep the chin tucked. Taking a breath in and out. And then begin to open the chest, lifting the head up. Chin comes to the ceiling and maybe even falls all the way back. If that feels good on the neck, let the head hang, opening the throat. Breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, stick your tongue out, making a allowing heat to rise. Inhale, nose. Exhale, tongue out. One more time. Breath in, tongue out. Slowly lifting the head up, tucking the chin first, and then sliding the fingertips back around. Extending the legs, pulling any flesh out from underneath you, and just taking your toes, pointing them and flexing them, making circles with the ankles. Lifting the arms up high, and then exhale, reaching with your fingertips. Pulling the toes towards your nose. Inhale, get tall. And then exhale, hinging at the hips, leading with the heart. There's no place to be other than where your body is taking you. So find the breath on the inhale. And then exhale, let your heart lead, finding your edge. And when you find the edge, where there's a little bit of a stretch, but not so much that you feel pain, let the fingers come down, let the elbows come down, and the chin comes to the chest to round. 3 breaths, staying in this posture. Again, feeling surrender and release. After that third exhale, pressing the hands into the shins, sliding up as you bring yourself to a tall spine. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, palms come down to the heart. Inhale, open the arms out wide. Exhale, bring the right arm over the left. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, round forward. Inhale, lift up, open the arms. And then exhale, left arm over the right, lifting the chin up, and then rounding forward. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, bring them down to your sides. Gently bringing the right knee and the left knee up. Both feet are planted, hip distance apart. Hands come in front of the shins. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round and dip back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Now really waking up the synovial fluid in the spine as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up tall. And then exhale, slowly start to round all the way down, bringing the knees into the chest, rocking side to side. We'll do one supine twist while we're here. So opening the arms out wide, bring the palms up, take a breath in, and then exhale, drop both knees over to the right. The right hand can support the outside of the left knee. Your forehead and face can stay looking at the ceiling, or if you'd like, you can look over your left arm. As you breathe, softening the shoulders. Slowly inhale the face back up to the ceiling. If it was twisted, bring the knees to center and then drop over to the opposite side. This time left hand can support the outside of the right knee and looking over your left hand or looking straight up. Finding 3 breaths, steady and slow. Reconnecting. Inhale the head back to center, bring the knees with you, hug them in tightly, and this time begin to rock and roll on your spine, back up to the top of your mat. And once you do, cross your legs and bring yourself back into a down dog. Walking the feet back, and then walking your legs out. Just taking time to make any intuitive movements with the hips. Allowing the head to get heavy, moving it back and forth, really spreading your fingers out wide. The wrists are underneath the shoulders, the knees are hip distance apart. And then when you're ready, finding a solid down dog, either with your knees bent or with their legs straight. Squeezing the backs of the shoulder blades together. So squeeze them together. And then release. Come forward into a plank. Push back into your down dog. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, come forward into your plank. One more time. Inhale back into that down dog. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, come forward into that plank. Bring the knees down. Bring the chest and the chin. Slide forward like a snake, flattening the legs. Big toes pressed into the mat, elbows close to the body. Inhale, rise up, baby cobra. Exhale, round and come back down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come back down. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back to the belly. This time, inhale to the knees and exhale to your down dog. Finding 3 breaths here. If you'd like, you can even separate your feet some more, finding a wider stance. And then bringing the feet together if they were separated. Inhale, come onto your tiptoes. Bend the knees, look forward, and walk to the top of your mat. Forward fold, letting the shoulders roll and relax. Maybe swaying side to side. And whatever it is that maybe you were holding in the upper portion of your body, maybe give it permission to just drain out through your fingertips, move out the top of your head, allowing there to be more space for what you'd like to fill it with.
Bending the knees gently as you inhale, drag your fingers along the front of your legs, slowly stacking one vertebra at a time, coming all the way up with the arms up overhead. Palms come down to the heart. Closing the eyes down. Exhaling. One more breath. And exhale, separating the hands to either side of the body, finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Taking all four corners of your feet, pressing them onto the mat, activating your quads, activating your belly, shoulders up and back, and opening the palms. Feeling the strength in your stance. And now let's see what the opposite is. Allow everything to relax, as if you were maybe standing in the store waiting, and maybe you move to one hip. Now finding your power stance by activating feet, legs, belly, shoulders, and palms. Breathe that in, and exhale it out. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, split your palms, fly all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, pressing the hands into the shins, flattening the back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, lower back down. Hands come to either side of the feet, bend the knees deeply, take a breath in. And then exhale, right leg comes back, right knee comes to the mat. Checking the left knee to ensure for a 90-degree angle, and at this point, if you cannot have flat palms, you can create fists, or you can use the tips of your fingertips. Allow the hips to come forward so that right hip flexor is getting a stretch. Looking into the distance, take a breath in, and a breath out. And then inhale the hands to the knee. Exhale to hold. Inhale the arms, come up for a low lunge, deep breath. Exhale. Maybe beginning to cultivate heat as you hold this posture. Maybe moving into an Ujjayi breath even, where we have the oceanic breath in the base of the throat. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bringing the right hand down, pressing it onto the mat. Then twisting open, lifting that left arm up to the sky. If you have a block and it is supportive for you, you can always have that under your palm as well. Feeling the twist in the side of the spine as you breathe in and out. Last breath in. And as you exhale, bring your left hand down, removing the block to the side. Lifting that back leg up, straightening it, pulling it forward a little bit, and then straightening the front leg, allowing the forehead to bend. Breathing up the back of your left leg, exhaling it out. One more inhale. And on the exhale, bending back into that knee and then lifting the arms up for our high lunge. Arms up. Head can come up or look straight ahead. Inhale. And then exhale, open the arms for your warrior two, planting that back foot down onto the mat. Really feeling the stretch between the back fingertips and the front fingertips. And as you feel that stretch, you might be able to open the shoulders and the chest. Finding the hips, seeing if they are in line. And then flipping the palms up, shimmying the shoulders out a little bit. Bringing the hands back around again, looking over that front finger. Exhale. Straightening the front leg. Begin to reach towards the front of the room, and then allow that left hand to fall either to the shin, it can maybe reach the floor or a block, and the right arm comes up to the ceiling. Really using that back foot as an anchor, pressing into the pinky toe side of the back foot to create strength up the right side of your leg. One more breath in and out. Inhale yourself back to warrior two, arms bend into that front knee. Inhale, windmill the arms around to the front and down to the mat. Left foot back to the right, finding your plank. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, pull forward on the tippy toes, and exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, come up for your baby cobra. Exhale, moving back to your down dog. 3 breaths in down dog. And if it feels there's a lot of heat in the body releasing through the mouth, maybe there's a sound that likes to come out from your body, giving it permission. Inhale, tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward, and walk to the top of your mat. This time, taking the feet wide on the mat, taking your thumb into opposite elbow and just letting yourself hang here. Again, swaying is optional. Making circles with your arms. And allowing the head to be really heavy. Breath in and out as you release your arms. And heel toe your feet hip distance apart. As you then bend your knees, open your arms wide, root to rise, come all the way up standing, palms together and down to your heart. Pressing into your sternum, lowering your gaze. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, split your palms, fly all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, press into your shins. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Bend the knees, hands on either side of your feet. Take a breath in. And then exhale your left leg back. Bring the left knee down. Checking that the right knee is at a 90-degree angle. Choosing the position for your fingers. And really leaning forward. Feeling that left hip flexor. Inhale the hands to the knee. Exhale as you sink. And then inhale, the arms come up high. Exhale, sinking into that left hip for our low lunge. Maybe this time looking up on the inhale. And then exhale, the left hand comes down to a block or to the mat as you open up the right side of your body, right fingertips towards the sky. One more breath in. And exhale as you bring that hand down, lifting that back leg up off the mat. And when you have your balance, inhale up to our high lunge. Exhale, sink into that front knee. Really using stabilization down into the bottom of the foot. Breath in and out. And then inhale, look up. Exhale, open the arms, find your warrior two, planting the back foot. Again, paying attention to the opening of the chest, noticing even if you're rounding the shoulders and you can open them up. Reaching with the front fingertips and the back fingertips. Feeling the hips turn to the side. And again, playing with shimmying the shoulders out to relax them a bit. And then palms come back towards the ground. Breathing in and out. Inhale. And exhale. Straightening that front leg and begin to reach forward with your fingertips, finding that triangle, dropping the hand, lifting the left hand up. Maybe the head can hang a little bit more so that the neck is relaxed. Pressing into the pinky toe side of your back foot. Deep breath in and out. One more breath here. Exhale. And then inhale, bring yourself back up to warrior two. Hands bend that front knee. Swing the arms around, straightening into that high lunge again. And then bringing the arms down as you straighten that front leg and the nose comes to your knee. Stretching the back of the leg. Deep breath in. Exhale. Hands come to the mat as you bring your right leg back to meet your left for your plank. Inhale, come forward on tippy toes. Exhale, lower all the way down. And your choice, either come up to a cobra or an up dog on your inhale. And your exhale, fold over to your down dog. 3 breaths. And then taking your feet as wide as the mat, bringing your hands a little bit closer. We're going to stretch, imagining we're stretching the back of the heart. So we're taking the right hand to the outside of the left shin and looking underneath our left armpit. Bringing that right hand back, finding balance. And then the left hand comes to the outside of the right shin, looking under your right armpit. Replacing the left hand. Heel toe your feet together. And this time just walk your hands back towards your feet. Taking both hands, clasping them behind your head. And allowing gravity to pull you down. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Again, breathing in and out. Lowering the hands down, taking the feet wide again, toes pointed out, heels pointed in, and slowly lower down into your Buddha squat. So at this point, if it's difficult to come low, you can always fold your mat up a little bit and create a little bit of height, or you can allow blocks to come underneath you and you can sit on them. So finding what it is that works for you in this position. Elbows come inside the knees and pressing the thumbs towards the heart. In this open-hearted position, we work through our judgment and whatever story that's coming up. If it's available to close your eyes, and this becomes a balance posture. Taking one more breath. Exhale as you release your hands down to the mat and very gently pressing your hips back to the ceiling. Heel toe your feet back together, letting the head hang. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms all the way up, and then palms come down to the heart. If you aren't already standing at the back of your mat, then go ahead and bring your feet all the way towards the back of your mat. And we'll practice our patience as we bring either the hands to the heart or to your side. And just seeing what it's like to walk heel to toe to the front of the mat. remaining as present as possible as you peel the bottom of your foot from the mat, gently placing the heel back down. Leading with the heart. Not with the mind. And once you've reached the top of your mat, just gently shaking out whatever was left from the person that was at the back of your mat to the person who's now at the front. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, split your palms, fly all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Lowering down. And walking yourself back to a down dog. Shaking it out a bit, finding one more stretch here. And then exhale, come down to hands and knees. Separating the knees hip distance, and then inhale the right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, threading that arm underneath, dropping the right shoulder and the right ear. That left arm can come up straight to get a little more stretch. You can have it next to your face, or you can bring it around behind you, just hooking into the back of your shorts or your pants. Two more breaths. Slowly and gently sliding that left hand close to your face, using your palm to press your body weight into the mat as you slowly lift that right arm out, up to the ceiling, and back down to the mat. Taking a pause here to notice how the right shoulder feels, the right side of the torso. And then inhale the left arm up, threading it through, dropping left shoulder, left ear. Again, the right arm can reach up high, can stay close to the face, or wrap around your body. Letting that left arm rest on the ground. It doesn't have to hover. Two more breaths. Gently sliding the right hand next to your face, pressing your body weight into it, letting the head remain gentle as you let that left arm come up to the ceiling and back down to the mat. Pausing here to notice the left shoulder, left side of the torso, and let your knees come as wide as your mat. Kiss your big toes together and start to walk your body back to child's pose. Allowing the forehead to come to the mat, rocking it side to side, and coming back to this position of innocence. And in your body, allowing the breath to move from the base of the spine all the way up to the heart, up to the base of the neck and the skull, and out the top of your head. opening to give and receive love in all of its forms, however it presents itself. And slowly and gently lifting the forehead up first, and then dragging the fingers towards you, coming underneath your shoulders, lifting the body up, bringing the knees together, and then just dropping the hips over to one side. Swinging the legs out in front of you, just scooching down a little bit on your mat. And we're going to take a block or a pillow, or if you have a stack of books, whatever you're using, and placing it, we're going to have it between our shoulder blades on our back. And then if you have more options of blocks, you can have them on either side of you to support your knees. So as we practice leaning back, allowing the heart to be open, the back of the head will come back and touch the top of the mat. Finding our Supta Baddha Konasana with the heart open. Palms can be open, facing the ceiling, or if you'd like, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. If it's too much for your neck, you can always have a block or pillow underneath the head as well, as you have this opening between the shoulders. And we'll stay in this position as we move through another guided visualization of the heart. Bringing all of your attention to the center of your chest. And as you feel the intention of your intent, your focus, move to that space in the center of the chest. Perhaps there is movement, sensation, or heat. And imagining that there's a beautiful medallion, something shiny that's placed in that entire space, and you can give it a color, maybe being in awe of how bright it is. Maybe you can feel the back of your heart pressed on the block, creating pressure. And just as a diamond has to go through a pressurization to become the diamond that it is, knowing that whatever medallion is now in your heart was there for protection, but what would it take if it didn't need to be there? What is underneath? And as you send your gentle breath through your body, maybe you're able to nudge the gem, the medallion, a little bit. Maybe it starts to crack open as you start to see more light forming. Continuing to breathe, even if it's not something you can see with your mind's eye, holding the intention of allowing the heart to open just a little bit. Maybe for some of you, it's a full opening. Maybe for others, it's just curiosity that's opening. Continue to breathe. And taking one final slow breath all the way up through your body. Inhale. And on the exhale, allowing whatever is ready to go to go. And wherever your hands are resting, allow them to come to your side, slowly straightening the right leg, straightening the left leg, and just having straight legs, still keeping the block under you. Maybe noticing if you can relax your hips. Feeling the backs of your legs and your heels. Two more breaths. And as mindfully and slowly and gently as possible, let yourself rock over onto the left side of your body just enough so that you can remove the block from underneath you. Setting it aside and then flattening the entire body onto the mat. Settling the backs of the shoulders. Moving just a bit, wiggling around. Maybe noticing if there's some more space. Or if something's been released or being revealed. And then very slowly bringing the right knee into your chest, clasping your hands and allowing that knee to come closer to you. Using your right hand to support the knee to come out to the right side and maybe making big circles with that right hip. After you've made some circles, just letting the knee come out to the side. When we open any part of our body, we allow there to be space for more energy to move to another part of the body. So we're allowing the hips now to have that opening and the space that we gave to the chest. Inhale the knee back up and then go ahead and cross your leg all the way over for a twist, but the left leg will remain straight. Right hand can just rest on the right hip or opening the arm out to the side. Adjusting at any time to get a deeper stretch. And then inhale, bringing the knee back to center, readjusting, straightening the leg up to the ceiling. Hands clasped behind the hamstring and just pulling your leg a little closer to you, keeping the head rested on the mat. Flexing and pointing the toes and rolling the ankles. Releasing your hands to your side, pull the toes towards your nose, straightening that leg, and then inhale. And we'll exhale, lowering the leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting the foot come out to the side, wiggling the hip. And just noticing how it feels on the right side. And then inhale the left knee into the chest, clasping it close to you. Using the left hand to take that left knee out to the side, making some circles. And then allowing the knee to rest to the side, supporting it with that left hand if you'd like. Breath in as you bring the knee back to center, and then exhale as you cross it over your body, adjusting to get a full stretch. Inhaling the knee back to center, straightening the leg up to the ceiling. Bring the toes towards your nose and flex and point, rolling the ankle. And then straightening the leg, hands behind your hamstring, pulling it towards you. Breath in. Exhale as you release, hands to your side, and we'll begin to lower the leg. Inhale. And exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shaking the hips, letting the feet splay out. Really deep breath in, out through the mouth. One more time. Breath in and out through the mouth. And then taking this moment to readjust your body. And we'll begin tensing and releasing all the muscles in the body to prepare for our final relaxation. Making fists with your hands, tightening your arms. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. Tighten your legs, all of the muscles. Squeeze both legs. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And relax. Tighten the belly and the chest. Pull it and squeeze. Release. And eyes, nose, and mouth like you ate something sour. Squeeze. Release. Now the whole body. Any last piece of tension, squeeze it out. Go ahead. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And open. And release, and receive. Begin to notice where you are and what you're experiencing. And slowly bring your breath back into the body, deepening it into the belly, releasing it out through the mouth, and gathering up all the parts you'd like to bring with you, leaving everything else behind. Starting to make movements in your fingers and toes. And on the next inhale, bending the knees, bringing them into your chest. And slowly rocking over to the right side to stay in the fetal position. Perhaps imagining a cloak of warmth and compassion wrapping around you, holding your tender heart. Finding gratitude for your body and all that it allows you to experience, and breathing it in, exhaling it out. And when you hear the sound of the bell, very gently bringing yourself back up to a seat.
up overhead. Palms together as you exhale, stopping at your forehead where you think your truth, your lips where you speak your truth, and your heart where you keep your truth. Thank you so much for showing up today to take care of yourself. As always, the light in me sees, honors, and bows to the light in you. Namaste.